Hey fam, welcome. We're continuing our reading of many of the collections of the Native American tribes of the United States. Now remember, they used to do the oral tradition exclusively. A lot of their people have passed away. Traditions were not allowed to be passed down in as quickly as much, due to collapse of tribes. But we have some things, and this book contains lots of those various stories, and they're wonderful and entertaining, and we learn more about their culture. So, let's begin. We're on page 385. This is from the Cheyenne tribe, and it's titled Coyote Dances with a Star. Alright, let's see how it goes. Because the great mystery power had given Coyote much of his medicine, Coyote himself grew very powerful and conceited. There was nothing he believed that he couldn't do. He even thought he was more powerful than the Great Mystery. For Coyote was sometimes wise, but also a fool. One day, long ago, it came into his mind to dance with a star. I really feel like doing this, he said. He saw a bright star coming up from behind a mountain and called out, "Huh, you star! Wait and come down. I want to dance with you." I don't know. It's just the coyotes is always doing something, right? He's always doing something. The star descended and no coyote could get a hold of him, and then soared up into the sky, with Coyote hanging on for dear life. Round and round the sky went the star. Coyote became very tired, and the arm that was holding on to the new star grew numb, as if it were coming out of its socket. I bet. So he got what he wanted. He's gone out there. So let's see. He was conceited, so maybe he'll become less conceited. "Star," he said, "I believe I've done enough dancing for now. I will go and get thee home." "No, wait. We're too high up," said the star. "Wait until I come lower over the mountain where I picked you up." Coyote looked down at earth. He thought it seemed quite near. "I'm tired, star. I think I'll leave now. We're low enough," he said, and let go. Alright, well, now they said thought he was the most powerful, right? Like, he's so cocky, but think about, he's telling a star that actually the space is closer than what it is. A celestial body is telling a earthly body that the distance is still too far away, yet from the coyote's perspective, he thinks he knows more than the star, when the star actually has more experience of being in space. So it kind of shows you Coyote's ego. Coyote had made a bad mistake. He dropped down, down, down. He fell for a full 10 winters. Alright, 10 winters. That's how long he was falling for. 10 winters, so that's 10 years. He plopped through the earth clouds at last, and finally he hit the ground. He was flattened out like a tan stretched deer skin, so he died right there. Now the great mystery power had amused himself by giving Coyote several lives. It took Coyote quite a few winters, however, to puff himself up again into his old shape. He had grown quite a bit older in all that time, but he had not grown less foolish. He boasted, "Who besides me could dance with stars and fall out of the sky for 10 long winters and be flattened out like a deer hide and live to tell the tale? I am Coyote. I am powerful. I can do anything." Alright, so he didn't become more humble. He took his tragedy and marketed it. Coyote was sitting in front of his lodge one night, when from behind the mountain there rose a strange kind of star, a very fast one, trailing a long shiny tail. Coyote said to himself, "Look at that fast star. What fun to dance with him." He called out, "Ho, strange star with the long trail. Wait for me. Come down. Let's dance." Okay, so he's at it again. So he started dancing with one star. Now he don't want to stop. He wants to go up that high again. He's strange. The strange fast star shot down and Coyote grabbed hold. The star rolled off into the vastness of the universe. Again, Coyote had made a bad mistake. Looking up from his lodge into the sky, he had no idea of the star's real speed. It was the fastest thing in the universe. It whirled Coyote around so swiftly that first one, then the other of his legs dropped off. Okay, so he done lost his leg, man. Bit by bit, small pieces of Coyote were torn off in this mad race through the skies, until at last only Coyote's right hand was holding on to that fast star. Wow, that's a good point. If you would be accelerating through space at such a vast speed if you were attached to a star, you would literally, blow yourself out, piece by piece. Coyote fell back down to earth in little pieces, a bit here and a bit there. But soon the pieces started looking for each other, slowly coming together, forming up into Coyote again. It took a long time, several winters. At last, Coyote was whole again, except for his right hand, which was still whirling around in space with the star. Okay, so the pieces come together. That made me think of Osiris. But when Osiris was torn apart by, his evil counterpart, he was, put together, but his right arm wasn't missing, it was his phallus or something, right? With Coyote, his pieces desire, no one's doing it, and then the whole cause is because of his arrogance wanting to dance with the star. When as with Osiris, it was, envious of power. Both kind of reckless, right? Coyote called out, "Great mystery, I was wrong. I'm not as powerful as you. I'm not as powerful as I thought. Have pity on me." Then the great mystery power spoke. "Friend Coyote, I have given you 4 lives. 2 you have already wasted foolishly. Better watch out. Have pity on me." Wailed Coyote. "Give me back my right hand." "That's up to the star with the long tail, my friend. You must have patience. Wait until the star appears to you, rising from behind the mountain again. Then maybe he will shake your hand off." "How often does this star come over the mountain?" "Once in 100 lifetimes," said the great mystery, retold from several North California fragments. Okay, so the great mystery power, obviously, for them is God, right? And God, for them, for their religion of the past, he has a sense of humor, like once in 100 lifetimes, and he's already been kind to Coyote, so he better, shape up again. He's probably not gonna get his hand back unless he has the patience to not be reckless. All because he wanted to dance. All because he wanted to dance.